and remind people around you how much you love them. Franny's Restaurant has decided to partner with Mainland 98.3 FM to make our listeners have a beautiful time at this Valentine. So yesterday, John Bernard Ohi was the winner of our meal ticket. Like I said, how to get your ticket will be communicated with you. We're compiling the list so that you could all pick up at the same time and actually go redeem it at the appropriate time. Yesterday, John Bernard Ohi won the meal ticket for the Valentine celebration, Mainland FM Franny's Restaurant, because Facebook had notified us that he was a milestone follower of the station. He's been here a long time and he's been participating, and so he's very much deserving of the reward. Today as well, I'll pick a random person. We're talking about the health sector, right? And the report that we got on the front page of the Guardian newspaper that the federal government, NARD, CMDs and others are bickering over the state of the health sector in Nigeria. We have the riders that included Nigerian Medical Hub attracting patients from US, UK, according to the federal government, but the Nigerian doctors are saying they're any less than cleaners abroad. At least Abuad founder claims so. They're blaming low salaries for the mass exodus of practitioners, and also the NARD is urging the federal government to settle unpaid medical funds and salary arrears. We do have the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, who yesterday praised the federal government's achievement in the health sector, and he concluded by saying, and I quote, "People are now beginning to come from sub-region and even from faraway places like the United Kingdom and the United States to receive quality healthcare in Nigeria." However, far away from the Aso Rock gleam, key stakeholders sang a somber tune that indicated all is not well and the sector risks falling apart. The founder and chancellor of Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti Abuad Are Afe Babalola, attributed the mass exodus of Nigerian doctors and nurses to the significantly lower salaries that are paid to them compared to cleaners in the hospital abroad. So I just decided to read that first paragraph to you so you understand the two sides of the divide. The federal government, at least via the Minister of Health Ali Pate, claims that the health sector is improving so rapidly that we have foreigners even coming to the country to use our service. But then we have other stakeholders who are saying that's a mirage. It's not true. That's not what's going on. Doctors are leaving in droves. The state of the hospitals are terrible. Doctors are still being owed, amongst many other problems within the health sector. So talk to me about your experience using a public hospital. If you're somebody who has used a public hospital in recent time, or you currently have somebody that is using a public hospital, I'd like for you to call and narrate your experience. What do you believe is the current state of these hospitals? Do you believe the federal government that is saying we've made so much progress that even people are choosing to come into the country to use our medical resources? Or you're on the side of Are Afe Babalola, for example, who says, well, that is not the truth. The doctors are having a terrible time. I mean, the ratio of patient to doctor is something around 1,000 to 1. That's 1,000 patients to one doctor, thereabouts. The statistics probably have changed. I don't know, but at least the most recent statistics, over 1,000 patients to one doctor because of the massive brain drain. So talk to us about your experience using public hospitals, and let us know if you are on the side of the federal government that we're improving, or you're on the side of the other stakeholders, the NARD, the CMDs, who say that is not the case. Well, the second story we're talking about today is the conversation around the power hike tariff and the guidelines that the government has released. The fact that there would be a 5-year review, and there would be a 1-year notice to the licensees before such a review is done. Also, there is a possibility for either monthly or 6-month review. Now, that 5-year review is not set in stone. Depending on changes that happen within the market, there might be a need for either a 6-month review, a 1-month review, but ultimately there will be a 5-year review. Now, there would be an arrangement, and that arrangement will be posted up on the website such that they're able to take public feedback and use the feedback in considerations for finalizing what the hike or what the tariff would be during the course of the review. So what are your thoughts about the review? What are your thoughts about this arrangement and these guidelines that has been provided regarding tariff hike, especially for discos? Do you believe that now that the assuring is open and allowing for people to actually contribute and negotiate what they think the tariff should be, that we might actually see some semblance of sanity within the electricity sector or the power sector in its generality? And instead of a cost reflective tariff, is it about time we incorporate a service reflective tariff? I pay you based on the efficiency that you show me or give me. I pay you based on the quality of service, rather than cost reflective tariff, especially since we have millions of electricity users that are unmetered. Although the federal government is promising a mass metering scheme that will see people get free meter or discounted meters, from the federal government. These are the two stories that we are talking about this morning. Let's hear from Fuad's side very briefly before we start taking contributions via the phone and also via our social media platform. It is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. When you do call, please just tell me your name, tell me where you're calling from, and also just give us the contribution that you would like to provide this morning on radio. I think we have Fuad now. Fuad, welcome back. Thank you for being on standby.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Sage. I'll make it very fast. With all due respect to Professor Ali Pate, the Minister of Health, it would be nice for him to break it down. Which of the hospitals here in Nigeria is he talking about that these foreigners are coming to patronize? Yes, we have ultra-expensive hospitals in Nigeria, the privately run hospitals. Where, for example, people pay like ₦1 million a day to just keep it there fixed. Not for the treatment. For you to just be there, you have to ready to do like ₦1 million per day. So if that's the hospital he's talking about, I now understand where it's coming from. The bourgeoisie kind of thinking we've been talking about, this elitist, thinking. But if it's about our public hospitals, because that's the one that concerns us, that's the one you and I use. The Talakawas of the country. No, sorry, me. Let me just talk about myself.
Fuad, please. Why are you fancy Mekunu people?
Am I not?
You are not the Mekunu.
We are in these shoes together.
No.
So if that's, again, I think Professor Ali Pate needs to be serious. He should get serious about some of these things and wake up from his slumber, really. He shouldn't be delusional about the fact of our medical sector. If that's the thinking of the Minister of Health, you see that we're in trouble.
Right.
And like I said to you earlier, if this is the thinking of the Minister of Health, then we're going nowhere. If he thinks all is well, and that we're doing greatly. And that's why I said that, look, the easiest way to communicate this to us, to tell Nigerians that all is well in the health sector, is for them to show some examples, leadership by example. Patronize the hospitals. Mr. Peter Obi have told them to do the same thing. Medical doctors in different parts of the country have also said the same thing. I think one of the doctors in Abuja also said the same thing, that look, it would be nice to see our president use our own local hospitals for his treatment. It would be nice to see Minister Nyesom Wike, the Senate President, and other leaders also use our local hospitals. That would be the best way to put the information out there. Like the same thing we talked about, the CNG. You want Nigerians to use the CNG, it's the better alternative. You use it first, huh? So if the minister thinks all is well, he should let them use our hospital. And the hospital not available. So let's, for example, the governor of your state use UCH. So when he gets there, there's no light. You will not know whether the place is running or not. You don't understand. Let Seyi Makinde, for example, stop going abroad for his treatment. Go into UCH to get treated. And when he gets there, they now tell him that for 82 days, there has not been light. We'll now see whether the place is working or not. So it's just delusional to think that all is well in the health sector. With the things we see and the things we know. And then for the issue of the tariff, again, this is the time for us to begin to talk about service effective tariff. This idea of review, everything just going up. It is killing businesses, killing Nigerians, and it's almost like a rip-off, a scam. God bless Nigeria, see.
Thank you very much, Fuad. I appreciate you for your insight. Well, let's open the phone lines here what people have to say about these two issues. We're talking health sector, we're talking power sector. Right, the federal government, with these representatives of the federal government, Mr. Ali Pate, for being precise, believes that the health sector is improving quite rapidly, so much so that we're attracting foreigners who want to use our resources. But the doctors, who happen to be the ones who constitute this sector majorly, are complaining bitterly. They're going on strike, their salaries have not been paid, the healthcare facilities, there's not enough space to accommodate the people who are sick. There's been a mass brain drain and exodus of doctors. The patient-doctor ratio is alarming, especially at a time where we're not of sound health. At this time, there's a lot of things going on within the country. People are falling sick faster than they should, faster than they're supposed to. If these are the people that have the ear of the president, the person who's supposed to majorly advocate for sanity within that sector, if he has a personal conviction that the healthcare sector is well, what does this mean for the entirety of Nigeria? Regarding the power sector, there's been guidelines for how tariffs can be imposed moving forward. Yearly, monthly, or 6-month review based on the reality within the market. The question is, Should we be working towards a cost-reflective tariff according to the federal government, or should be a service-reflective tariff? My payment would be majorly contingent on the quality of service that you have offered to me. And how well do you think the federal government metering initiative would help in eradicating estimated billing in the country? These are the multiple questions we're asking you this morning. You have 1 minute for your submission. Introduce yourself, tell me where you're calling from, and let's talk. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Ahmed. I'm calling from Kitu.
Welcome.
Concerning the issue of health sector, well, the only thing that I can make me agree with federal government is that if it is on the basis of what you have been telling us about the this CNG conversion center that is not available, that they are asking us to go and patronize. If it's on the basis of the CNG buses that they said that made available, we can't find them on the road. If it is on the basis of CNG filling stations that are not available, that they are supposed to be patronizing, I will agree with them that the health sector is doing fine. They are the only one that is seeing that one. You know, there's this thing in life. How did you rule Nigeria as a president? And his name can never be forgotten.
Thank you.
There are some people, if they rule Nigeria 10 tenor, they serve 10 tenor, their name will perish as soon as they leave the stage.
Thank you very much
for calling. That is what is happening now.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a great day. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, Babalola.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you. On the issue of health sector, to me, anybody that says is well to, health sector in Nigeria, I think he's not being he's not being justified. He's deceiving himself. Of recent, about 3 weeks ago, we have what is happening at UC. The whole UC, one of the biggest hospitals in Africa. Look at what happened. So, that's what I said, whoever that said that, he's deceiving himself. And that is why we keep on saying, there are some sectors, there are some workers in Nigeria that are supposed to be in category as an essential services. You see, which can motivate people. Doctor work, anybody working in the general hospital. What is happening with pilot? So pilot, the pilots are not under the NLC. They're based on the contingency of their job. So there's some jobs that are supposed to be powerful. That's the choice. On the issue of electricity, well, I think federal government has removed their hand on another price increase. So this is what I heard. I don't know whether I don't know whether it's true. But all we want is efficiency.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Have a better one. Thank you for calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage.
Good morning.
My regards to Swad.
Yeah.
This is Mr. calling from Agbado Junction.
Welcome.
So my point on the area of Nigerian hospital being in a good condition according to the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. You know how much they budgeted for Abuja hospital, and at the end of the day, our president will always travel to France for his medical tourism. Now I begin to question, how are they proving all this lies they are doing now without even feeling ashamed about it? Okay, look at the issue of electricity tariff. They keep increasing and taxing people, and when many businesses are closing down because of no availability of electricity, yet they keep increasing tariff. They say they want to remove subsidy on everything. They don't even care whether people or company or anything is surviving. All they care is about the money enters their purse. So what are these people doing? Then they have human feeling. I'm just concerned. Thank you very much and have a beautiful morning.
Have a beautiful morning too. Hello.
Hello, Babalola. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, Peter Mansa is my name from Shomulu. Babalola, Americans are coming to Nigeria hospital to be treated. I'm looking for the day Donald Trump, Israeli Prime Minister, the President of France. Please, they will begin to come to Nigeria for medical treatment. Maybe from there, Tinubu will be challenged not to go out again. So all of them will be here. So Donald Trump, welcome. You are an American. Come and treat yourself in Nigeria. On electricity, government always increase. Tell me anything that the government of the APC has not increased. Tell me what they have not. My own concern is that there is freedom of choice in Nigeria. A trader does not have any right to force his product on you. Now, this ban A, B, and C, It's a product, it's a brand of electricity company. You don't need to force it on people. Anybody that can take ban A will approach you and say, give me ban A, give me that 24-hour light. And the other one that can afford ban C will say, give me ban C, give me that 3-hour light. That's what I cannot go to school. For me, it's not welcome. We don't want it. Let's scrap it and make sure there is no ban A again. Put everybody on ban C or ban B and let Nigerians live their life. Thank you. God bless you.
You too. Hello.
Hello, Sage. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Don calling from Ojota. Please, you see, this is why we need a review of everything in this country concerning the health sector. That is why I said in Fᴜᴜᴜ show one day that if we want to review, that electoral reform must be reviewed, that every public figure that want to be a public servant must use public facilities. So if you are governor of every state, you must be able to use one of the hospitals you created. You cannot cook a goosey in your home, and you are not eating out of the goosey, and you said visitors are coming to eat the goosey, and you are begging for 괜ᴏᴜᴜ for outside. It doesn't work. That's just a lie from the health minister. So if we make it that priority to everybody that wants to serve must use for public facilities, the health sector from a health center will have a medicine, and the school, all the public service, their own children will also be going to our school. So you will see that everything will be reformed and we have the best one. So that's just it. Let's start it that way. And if there is anything they want to reform in this Nigeria, every public servant will use public facilities. So for the progress of the country. God bless you.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Hi.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abalajani.
Welcome.
Yeah, as for the health sector, I'm really disappointed because when the health minister was about to be appointed, he was really hyped by the media, and I was, having confidence in him that in fact they did the serious revitalization of the health sector immediately he came up. But unfortunately, I have not seen any good changes in him since he came to be the health minister. It's very, very much unfortunate. Then, as for the electricity sector, I'm also really disappointed in Minister Adelabu. I've always been saying it on certain platforms that our discos, our PSN, that is transmission company, and of course the Dencos should be revitalized. Their licenses should be drawn, and licenses should be given to other people, either other foreign investors or domestic investors. And if possible, let there be a new minister, somebody like Brazil, who was Minister of Power during the time of Jonathan.
Thank you very much.
Well.
Thank you for
calling. If it is not Brazil, let another person take over.
Thank you.
Before they can talk of new tax or new tariffs.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's Professor from Otafam, Okoboko. I commend the Nigerian police and I commend the mainland FM by them arresting the autonomous king that is slapped 70 years old. But the police should see that no asylum for them, so they will stay there with us. I can never believe in Nigerian government concerning health. They can never convince and confuse the health sector. Doctors are still running. And Abuja got to second place another assembly enjoyed free life, free education, free health, 70, 80, 90. All National Assembly everything for 50 years up enjoy Nigeria. But we that are from 50 years down, what are we enjoying? We are enjoying terrible but they can never stop me talking. Every night, my 3 daughters will be airing I'm going to sleep again. That's why I want to meet a dentist and a gynecologist for my eye.
Gynecologist, really? What?
Okay. This is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Maryland.
Welcome.
Okay. On these 2 issues we are discussing this morning, My take on the first one is the issue of I can't remember it again.
Power health sector.
The in Nigeria, not as they do, be an eyewitness. It is even better in Lagos State. But this one are insincere.
Yes, good morning to you.
When they were approving the how did they say? But you also, now that they are important to service the people better, how much is it very, very effective the price, the tariff of electricity again, no? Let them affordability.
Let's a bit read messages on WhatsApp. Here we have, good morning, madam. Please, we can't hear Fuad clearly. I believe that was rectified earlier. I don't know if this is a recent message. Oh, this was at 7:50. Was earlier in the day. All right. Again, the same complaint. We worked on this already. Thank you very much. We have good morning, Mainland FM. I'm Elder Agbata from Alimosho. The clueless headsmen that are terrorizing Igbo land in the name of IPOD. The question is, who will pronounce these brutal killers terrorists? Okay, that's not the focus of the day, but good morning, Mainland FM. All of these issues about Lagos and again, not the focus of the day. All right, just give me a minute to sort through the messages so we actually have somebody who's talking about the focus. We have here, good morning, Sage and Fuad. The disturbing condition of our, unfortunately, someone called on radio attacking Obi that he has no moral right to advise Mr. President. The rulers have left the masses to their fate. Imagine some of us who want Nigeria to work attacking those who has made a good suggestion. It's unfortunate. James from Agbado Junction. We have here, good morning, morning crew. A blissful day to all of you. I'm Eugene Chibuike Oxlade. On the medical tourism stage, that is highly laughable. This is not me trying to be unpatriotic. So they are saying someone will book a flight from US or UK and come to Nigeria for medical treatment. If this is not Alice in Wonderland story, I don't know what is. Apart from some of the private hospitals that aren't cost friendly, our government hospital needs proper revamping. On electricity tariff, we're clutching to survive. They should not give us another burden. Have a blessed day. You have a blessed day yourself. From Fᴜᴜ, good morning, Mainland FM crew. Let the Minister of Health continue to mock Nigerians with his hangover statement that foreigners are now patronizing our hospital. It will catch up with them someday. Thank you very much. We have here, good morning, Mainland FM. I will authoritatively tell the public health sector in Nigeria it is not functioning. If it was functioning as they claim, how many of our big politicians are using these public hospitals? Oshodo Lawrence from Ajao Estate there with a question. More messages here. Wale Oguntokun from GRA Ikeja says, good morning to you, Sage and Fuad. Morning to you too. The Minister of Health should define the types of hospitals in Nigeria that foreigners are now patronizing. For instance, I know about 3 private hospitals in Nigeria that fits the description that the minister is talking about. But these are hospitals that are way too expensive for the 98% of Nigeria's population. On our public hospitals, which the masses patronize, they are mostly still in shambles, and the minister should better own up to this and commence the resuscitation and enhancement of our health facilities, as well as improve the remuneration of the medical personnel. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day too. Thank you for being here. We have good morning, Sage and Fuad in the studio. The statement credited to the Minister of Health is quite unfortunate, and it shows that the APC-led government is not yet tired of deceiving Nigerians. These naked lies from the health minister is an insult to our collective intelligence and psyche. He should have just said the opposite of what is going on in the health ministry. He should be made to tender a public apology to Nigerian citizens for all the mess in the health ministry. Victor Aloigboke from Ikeja. More messages. Hold on. Good morning, Sage. Government hospitals in Nigeria are well equipped with sound laboratories, with sound research centers, with professional personnel and avoidable drugs. That is why the authorities and company chief executive politicians and all the citizens are patronizing our hospitals and clinics when they are indisposed. That is why mortality rate have reduced indeed. That's why doctors, nurses and laboratory technologists have refused to jackpot to other countries. One significant trait in the APC is their flamboyant lies and deception. Please, once you tell the health minister to do the needful of putting the health sector in order, if he cares about the general well-being of Nigerians. Noah from Igondo there with a very sarcastic message. Thank you, Noah. Later, the accomplice should realize.
Why, when you it in the background and let us know the fact by not paying the electricity, be taken care of because they are making money. When you mention 60, age, What are they doing? Even though it's staff of hospitals to be generating their own electricity at a university, primary university for that matter, and other things, the NEPA matter. We need to pay meter. If they can't give it to us, Mr. President, please, those who's holding our NEPA, they will take it away. They are not competent. 24/7 electricity is what we need in this country. Mr. President, yes, you are on doorstep. Please do something for Nigeria. More blessing for you.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Madam Sage.
Good morning.
Yes, ma. Good morning to Oga Fad.
Good morning.
Yes, my take is on health sector. Ma, when you see irresponsible people governing a society, this is what we will be seeing. This type of people governing us, they are not ready to do anything to the citizens of this country, and they keep on collecting money from different angles. What is the result that we see now? They keep on removing subsidy on everything, removing subsidy on fuel, removing subsidy on health sector. So who does that? And you say you will have government. What is the function of the government, if I may ask? And they keep on destroying things every day by day. That's why this country is just on a stagnation like this. And you are telling people that you come and solve the problem on ground and to improve the welfare of the citizens of this country. For reverse is the case.
Thank you.
So anyway, we have seen their true colors, the people that they put in the affairs of this country.
Thank you.
So that's my take this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The health minister, he said the hospital, that's the health sector is okay. The foreigners are coming here to receive health care, something like that. Is that not what you are discussing?
We're talking about the health sector. The federal government saying is better, the doctor saying is not.
Okay, the government, they know they are lying now, are they? The president, is sick, and all the ministers and whatever they call themselves, so they do fly abroad to take treatment. Why are they not still themselves here? This APC government should think for lie to Nigeria. I know one day their time will expire. Thank you.
All right. Maybe I should reiterate the focus for the day. We're talking two issues today on Mainland Focus. The Guardian newspaper reported that the federal government, the doctors, the NARD, that's the resident doctors, the CMDs, amongst other, state of the hospitals are nothing to write home about. The doctors are underpaid, and in fact, they are earning less than cleaners outside the country. Even the infrastructure within our health sector is decaying, and the mass exodus of doctors that we have in the country poses to constitute that particular health sector are saying that is not the case. So talk to us about your own experience. If you're somebody who's using this, we're saying no, we're going through a difficult time. The healthcare case where tariffs are just imposed on people without consultation or without preparation. There are now guidelines. Every 5 can be a monthly review depending on a number of factors, depending on what is going on within the market. They would have to review these tariffs. Consultation paper will be posted on the website where people can see the prices that are being in which they're going to increase the tariff. There are a service about the guidelines that have been set, what the hike should be. This is a summary of the two stories that we're talking about this morning, where you're calling from, and let's hear your opinion. Thank you very much. I'll go back to taking phone calls now. Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
This is Madam Michi.
Yes. Good morning to you.
Yeah. You know, I just did a procedure about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I should be in a position to say whether public hospital is better than private. If they say the public hospital that they've improved, in what way? Is it by costing? What I want to do in the public hospital was like almost 8 million. And I saw it less than 2 million, 2.5 million less than what I did in a private hospital. Is that the reason why they say they have improved? Is it by costing? Because I don't think don't think the public hospitals have really improved. At what time did even the president have time to visit all these federal hospitals, all these teaching hospitals to see what they need? You don't need to tell them that you are coming. Just land there. During the military era, they do it. Even in school, they will just land. There's a school I went to in Federal School of Arts and Science, about 1976-78. A person just came from Mobali, they to see us there without even telling the principal. He interviewed us. So that's how to rule. It's not by coming here to be saying that the blowing grammar. How many times has Dr. Patel come out to talk about healthcare? And the doctors are saying they will go on strike. And you say your hospital has improved.
Thank you, madam.
Because it's too expensive. It's not fair. Money.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sis.
Yes.
Damla from Malaba.
Welcome.
My God, Mr. Fuad. Honestly, you guys are doing wonderfully well. That minister is a brilliant liar. See, if the foreigners are coming here for treatment, let's be realistic. Are they coming here to drink agbo? See, they might be economical with truth, but we know the reality of what we are passing through as Nigerians. So these people should just stop this unnecessary mockery. This is too bad. The fact is just that, we know what is going on within our land, and you are still fooling us. Who is fooling you here? These people are not just being sincere. And on issue of tariff, it isn't just that these governments should just wake up. They should not kill Nigeria with their baseless tariffs. Things are taken out of hand. Maybe they want to wait until all Nigeria will troop out and change it for them. That will be too bad then. Good morning.
All right. Good morning to you. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage.
Good morning.
Yes, concerning the Minister of Health, I think this APC government is doing on propaganda. Most of the pharmaceutical company has left Nigeria. How better is our health sector now? How better is our health sector? I don't know what is. Sometimes when they make comments, you begin to wonder whether they are living in another planet. Eh? But so far, some of these our pharmaceutical companies left Nigeria. And you saying that the health sector is better. Why the people in the state counter is that no, they are telling lies. The health sector is not better in Nigeria. Who are the foreign body coming? Where is the hospital? Where are they? And you say the lots of our medical doctors move out of the country, and they travel, they also make our doctor will do the work to treat them when they travel out of the country. This is very, very sad. This is the future of follow ourselves with this propaganda. It's not good at all, please. And after 5 o'clock, what you say, the tariff will be reviewed after 5 years. Is it upward review or down review? Which I believe that it is upward review according to my understanding. Which means the economy they are trying to do that is better. It will not be better. There's going to be upward review.
Thank you.
And they are saying that after some years, after some time, we should be here, the economy will come to life. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, mainland.
Good morning.
I think this issue of sincerity, I don't know where we tie it to. Is it only to the government or to we? Because the government is a two-party thing. I know federal government has their issues. I saw on social media where somebody, maybe a governor, visited the hospital and they were loading the medicine outside to go and probably provided by the government to go and sell. Let's find a way to talk to ourselves as a people, because even most of us, the people that were in government, maybe 10 years ago or 20 years ago, are not are still spectators like us who are also watching them, and they're growing to that place, and we are still having the same, this thing. How do we talk? Yes, some people say Fᴜᴜᴜ said any serious government cannot do. I say Fᴜᴜᴜ was talking as a lawyer. He's never a medical. I mean, a NEPA. He said any government is serious that cannot. In 6 months they will fix power, and people start jumping, talking stories. How can a lawyer be making statement that has to do with his with this thing, and it becomes a topic? Those are not topic. As far as I can't even listen to him. because yeah. So let's also, in as much that the man has made a blunder of a statement that does not. Yes, if you go to some private hospital, they are doing fairly well. Just like companies are doing. Companies are even doing well. Why our airways and all these MPAs are packed up, just recycling, dormant workers there.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, when we prompt you, try to round off your conversation so we're able to accommodate other calls. This is still Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. Thank you for your contributions so far. I would pause for a bit to read a few Facebook messages, but maybe take 2 more phone calls. Before then, don't forget to join Cordelia Okwe, the recap at 10 a.m. They're having the AIG Adekoke Fayuade on the program today by 10, so do well to join that conversation, the recap, where we have interesting conversations with individuals who have made a mark within whatever sector they are analyzing. Their guest for today's AIG Adekoke Fayuade, who will be joining the program at 10. Let me take one phone call before I do Facebook, and then we could double back read the WhatsApp messages that we've gotten so far. Hello.
Good morning, Sage.
Yes, good morning.
This is Gift. I'm calling from Onipman.
Welcome.
Yeah, so you see the minister, I keep saying to people that these people, they don't rate us. They don't rate Nigerians. They think Nigerians are stupid. I think the APC government think they are still campaigning when they've already started power already. I told someone, if it's a serious country, the APC government forget that. Probation period, say, did you employ in a company to come and solve the problem? Probation period is 6 months. Hope I'm not lying to you. Probation period is 6 months. If you come in and you don't perform, you are fired. So this is the government thing that's still campaigning. I had my brother's-in-law, a senior citizen, when he was sick, there was no best place in Lutz. This man they had to put him on the floor. It was on the floor they were treating him from. And later passed away. So it's that kind of expert telling me that it's working. I went to a private hospital recently, and when I just went to go and treat malaria, all the process of I said that if I'm actually very, very sick, that means I would have died by the time I do this procedure and come back. And about the electricity sector, they want to make us dry. So you people are electing a tax master, and they are electing the tax master that want to make everybody dry. I will face it. That's a good deal of that.
All right, thank you very much. Let me look for the messages that we have on Facebook. I'm trying to pull most of it up. All right. Darlington Ogbo says, good morning, Mainland FM. I normally take my mom to Lut for her periodical checkup in the renal clinic. And I can tell you factually that the stress I go through any day we go there breaks my whole body down. Talk more of my mom, and there was a day that we went there, power was off and we couldn't see a doctor that day. Another day the doctors were on strike. It is so frustrating and annoying most times. Darlington from Okoko Michael. Sage, I beg, take care of yourself, make you no sick for Nigeria. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good morning, my lady. I don't want to say anything anymore. This government and everybody should just chop breakfast. Last. May God bless my country. Thank you very much. Let's not give up, okay? Let's not give up. Well, we have Basil Chika who says, one thing that would sanitize Nigeria health sector is when it is mandatory that every political office holder must be using the local hospital and not the sermon Ali Pate was selling. Secondly, on electricity tariff hike, Tinubu should refrain from all this unnecessary increment with no effect on the lives of the citizens or the improvement of infrastructure. Enough is enough. Chika Bende from Trade Fair Lagos. Thank you, Chika, for your message. Also here, The World says, on the improvement of the health sector, this only goes to show that our leaders are not living with us in Nigeria. How can the health minister say the health sector is doing fine and we have nurses and doctors that are running away in droves? The federal hospitals don't have electricity due to the increase in tariff. Also, our dwindling power sector, which in turn affects the hospitals and company. Any UK and American citizen that comes here for treatment will only come to use the best hospitals that even the middle class cannot afford. And remember that our naira has depreciated so much that if they charge a white man $10,000 for treatment in his country, he can get the treatment for $2,000 due to the crippling value of our naira here. Please, why wouldn't they come? And if we talk of the UK pound and euro, then it will be like £500 for treatment, or £5,000 and euros in their country. In the past, when one naira was $2 in the 70s, the West was the one that was begging us to come to their country to visit. This is a message here from The World. We have Olumoiwa who says, good morning, Mainland FM. On today's focus, we can never tell if we have hospitals in Borno and Sokoto that are being patronized by Nigerians or Chaldans. If it is about public hospitals in the FCT or the southern part of the country, we know better. And I want to advise this government to stop living in a false paradise and create a means of getting feedback from people, because the people know better. The only problem with power generation and distribution is corruption. NEPA was once rated to be the most corrupt public sector in Nigeria by pioneer chairman of ICPC. Help us to beg Mr. President to stop punishing the masses for the sin of corrupt individuals who have run the power sector aground over the decades. Muiwa from Abuja. Alright, thank you, Muiwa. Ralphie War AGK says, Health Minister is a joker. This is the type of minister we have. They're just there to deceive themselves with lies. For the power sector, everything about Band A and Co is a scam. I'm looking for a way to they're looking for a way to extort common Nigerians. I would assume that that's what you meant to write. Benjamin Issa says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. I see the government of the day as a government of tariff hike of the public utility that they're supposed to subsidize for the masses at the expense of suffering, hunger and hardship of the masses. Sage, are you aware that they're trying to introduce toll fee on our roads again? Yeah, I saw that. In certain states, they're going to start tolling some federal roads. I'll have a conversation about that soon. The government is keeping to the workers' salary review of every 5 years. The answer is no. As for the health sector, the government should make some drugs free and they should renovate all the public hospitals in the country. Benjamin from Shogunle. Thank you, Benjamin. We have Lukman Oladipupo who says, greetings from Dakar, Senegal. Regarding our health sector, well, all I can say is that the people should take good care of themselves and do not pray to fall sick. It will warrant them to go to the hospital. Where is the money? How many people have savings? It's so sad what many Nigerians are going through. It's very worrisome. Thank you very much, Lukman, for your message. Let's go back to taking phone calls. 0913-6000410 is the number to dial. You can also send a text message or a WhatsApp message to 0913-6000430. When you call, please get straight to the conversation after you introduce yourself. You have 1 minute per submission. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Chris from the Cajun. Can you see the level of mediocrity and madness in these people? I mean, these public elected officers, they're not telling us the truth. I'm sure they don't give the president a good feedback of what's going on out there. They are all liars. I've used one of the general hospitals here, and I know what I passed through. I'm a living witness. I had a surgery that I had to go to a private clinic for another surgery. If not, God knows what would have happened. It's only God that will save us. Then coming to the telecom and the power sector, let me tell you the truth. You know, Nigerians are quick to forget. Once all this checkmating and checking after 5 months to review and this and that, that's just a wax for me, because we tend to forget. After once this price goes up, and that's it, and we live with it. So it's only God that can deliver us. Have a nice day. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Let's take more phone calls. 0913-6000410 is the number to dial. We're talking the power sector, we're talking the health sector. The confidence of the federal government that the health sector has significantly improved, so much so that we have foreigners patronizing us. And also, it would seem like a tariff in the power sector is inevitable, but they've provided some sort of structure that should announce to Nigerians beforehand, so they're not taken aback when they hear an announcement in the hike of tariff when it comes to the payment for electricity in the country. A 5-year review, it could be 6 months, it could be a month, but then there would be notification ahead of time, and there would also be consideration for how much people can afford to pay before this prices are announced. I'll go back to reading messages. When the call comes through, we pause on messages and take the call. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Oscar Atendu. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Yes.
Yeah, ma, is it not of respect that the president has signed some amount of money to some retired generals and some medical treatment abroad that they are entitled to? Yes, just of respect.
Yes.
So definitely, if the president and all that are still going to abroad for medical treatment, and they keep telling us,
You might need to call me back, sir. I think you should call me back. We can't hear you. The connection is bad, and there's background noise. So please, you can call back. We'll be here. Sage, I greet you professionally. For that you connected. Please call more frequently. We announced. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You're very kind. You have a better day. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, we need you to turn down the volume on your radio. Can you do that, please?
Thank you. I've done that now.
All right,
Good morning.
Go ahead. Morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Blessed Amos from Ato Ota, Onibumbo, precisely, Ogun State.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to talk about this medical hospital they are talking about. Of recent, I think we heard it that our president said about all this general that they should go to overseas and for millions of naira to go and treat treat themselves. Take it back and put that money back into that hospital. Let these people attend all this general attend the hospital and take their treatment. To take care of the medical disability. Then they are here telling us now that hospital here in Nigeria is good and foreigners are coming here. So I'm waiting to see when Donald Trump will come here. Because then I'll be happy with that day. Thank you and God bless us.
Oh, thank you too. Wouldn't it be a sight to have Donald Trump come here for medical treatment? Let's see. We have here, Good Morning Mainland FM. I'm Elder Agbata from Alimosho. About our health sector, our leaders must lead the way to our hospitals while foreigners follow. Any foreigner coming here is just coming here to die because the doctors... Elder Agbata, thank you very much for Alimosho. We have top of the morning to you, Sage and Fuad. Of course, the Nigeria health sector is a ghost of its former self. A time was when foreigners used to patronize UCH Ibadan, which like others has now been killed by the corruption of successive government. Can we just imagine the huge amount in dollars, euros and pounds spent by Nigerian politicians on medical tourism every year in London, France, UAE, etc.? That man is just deceiving himself and not Nigerians or the world with his fictitious achievement. More so, with great respect for Fuad, an ace journalist and erudite political analyst, he seems to be either in denial of the obvious, recurrent fact or truth of the onslaught by killer headsmen in Ebonyi like Benue, Plateau and other regions in Nigeria, or simply holding their breath when he said it might be a false narrative to further divide us. Without being objective in giving forensic analysis this time around, I don't want to feel that he's blowing hot and cold at the same time sometimes. So much impunity is in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Thank you, Leke, for Alimosho. All right, thank you very much, Leke. Good morning. Concerning the health sector we're talking about, I think the federal government has not been telling the public the truth. I'll be glad if they can lead by example by patronizing the hospitals here rather than travel abroad all the time for medical reasons. Chukunonso from Meron sent that one. We have here, my name is Edwin. I'm from Lagos. Edwin, Edwin, are you for real? Thank you, but I mean, come on, that's inappropriate. Hello, Mainland FM. It's highly ridiculous to hear from the Minister of Health that foreign patients are now coming into the country for medical treatment. If that is true, what was the amount budgeted for the ministry that would bring about the improvement? Does that mean the president and other political leaders will stop traveling abroad for medical treatment? Not until Nigerians begin to see political office holders to make use of these hospitals, that is when we would believe their statement. On the issue of the power sector, there are several steps the government needs to take to convince the citizens. First, provide free paid meters to all customers. Number 2, customers should pay based on service reflective tariff and not just an increment in the tariff. 3, they should also and only increase tariff when the megawatt has increased so as to meet up with the supply. God bless Nigeria. Timitokwa Notoye from Jagamo community. We have Stevie Kelu here who says, good morning, Mainland Radio Sage. The latest from the health minister is the most unfortunate. If at all, there are foreigners coming to Nigeria for medical reasons in the country. What is the ratio compared to our medical trips abroad? What are the improvements in the midst of the dilapidated and skyrocketing prices of drugs? What I see are a bunch of square pegs in round holes. God will deliver Nigeria from this particular deceit. We have here, hello Mainland FM. I can only say and hear that if we can build our nation and encourage people, then brethren. Okay, let me try and see how this will work. Hello Mainland FM. I can only say here that if we can build our nation and encourage our people, that the brain drain have taken away to come back. Then our country can grow. Some of the best brains in all fields of the world. If these people can be encouraged to come back to the country, our country will be one of the best in the world. But the contradiction here now is that the West knows about our brilliant people and will not want the country to grow, so they can continue selective absorption of the best brains to come and develop their own country. Last time the federal government gave massive pay to the judiciary and military for getting the health and education sector. Sage, the federal government has confirmed that they will remove all subsidy from the power sector. And if this happens, we might be seeing 1,000 naira per unit. Please, Nigeria, what is the way forward? We have here, good morning. What the health minister said regarding our hospitals is propaganda and it's a joke. Does he think he's campaigning? Where are we getting treatment? Is it abroad? So if the health sector is doing fine, why do we go abroad for treatment? Why are the doctors moving in droves for greener pastures abroad? As for the tariff hike, increase in tariff is not the solution. After all, the hike has not improved the megawatts generated. This APC has been in power for over 9 years. How many megawatt have they added to the national grid from the one that they met on ground? It's unfortunate. Emeka Moses from Lagos. And finishing the messages we have on Facebook here, we have Fadare Bumi Osimora, who says, I salute you, Lady Sage. I wish you all the best. And you too. Thank you very much for being nice. We have Sage, I greet you. I want the health minister to tell us the hospitals in Nigeria that the white people are traveling all the way from. I think if he can tell us, we can go there and verify ourselves. We check the hospital record and confirm. I also want you guys in the media to do more of a special report or investigative journalism to verify these things and not just report it. Since the whites are now coming here for treatment, I don't think that Mr. President and other government officials will be traveling abroad for treatment. I think there's now stable power, so all the hospital equipment are up and running. Also, the electricity tariff is justified because we now have 24-hour power supply. Let them continue whining us. James Ogbuna from Oshodi. We also have here Prince Leo Ozoma, excuse me, who says, Sage and Fwa, top of the morning to you. I'd like to ask the question about the discos. Are they not privately owned companies? What is this government's direct involvement on subsidizing their business? A serious government with an articulate plan to power the entire nation would have started it in phases, for instance, powering some select urban areas like Abuja, Lagos, Kano and Enugu with free meter distribution that the cost will be embedded in the billing. The government should declare our health sector a disaster. Same for education, security and food. Leo Zoma from Isolo, Lagos. Thank you very much. Well, this is the much we can actually take for this morning with regards to feedback. Thank you very much. I appreciate your messages and your phone calls. I apologize if I was unable to take your message, but across all the programs we'll be having throughout the course of the day, we can actually refer back to this message as well. It's a wrap today on Mainland Focus. Yes, coming up at 10, we do have the recap with Cordelia Okwe. I told you earlier in the day that we would have the AIG joining us for that conversation this morning. And then we can talk about criminality.
You guys should see her. She's so pretty.
Oh, really?
You guys shut up there as if you did not know. She knows she's a fine girl. She knows. And even Mo is here too. You all are so pretty. You're all ready for Valentine.
I'm not.
You have a vow?
No.
You people heard though.
I don't.
But you need?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
That's what they do before you know now.
Love is showing us shaggy across board. I'm not interested. Many thanks.
Don't worry, the right one will come, and when it comes, you'll be happy. You know, when you guys were talking, I was listening all the while, and I thought to myself, I think I'll try to come this, so we can do this once in a while. You see, somebody just said which hospitals, and before I came, I was even thinking, it cannot be that they are coming to go to Luth. Is it Lassos or Luz? Which one of them? Or General Hospital? When if I go, then sometimes nurse go they shout, go the queue long from here to, it cannot be that. I think what he's talking about, he is referring to all them big private hospitals like a Duchess and all that. I remember there was one we went to, the one I won't call the name now. By the time they show us bill, now we beg this, I beg no vex, so we feel come out. They say you can. I think maybe they are referring to those, and I don't think they have any moral grounds to refer to private hospitals and count their gains as theirs. How many people are coming to the public hospitals? If you can show us that this is what is happening, then I think he is fine. But if not private, you are counting my business as your gain. How now?
Okay.
After all, are you giving me free lights?
Well, not necessarily.
You're answering as if you are them.
I don't believe they're doing that. Because if they should give free light, it should be for the government hospitals, and the government hospitals are owing a huge amount of money.
Huge amount.
Power. So,
yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Like I said, the recap is coming up. Crime, criminality is going to be the conversation. So stick around in some 10 minutes. I would have the recap here on Milan 98.3 FM. I'm Sage Babalola. The Morning Express continues. Please stick around.